welcome. This is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at Federation Piracy.
Which is an expansion to Federation, one of our favorite games from 2022, and also has become one of our favorite games of all time. So when we knew there was an expansion, even though we don't buy a lot of expansions, we knew we were going to have to get this.
Yes.
This is a Spiel release, so thank you for the publisher of sending us a copy before that. If you are going to Spiel, we would love to see you there. Are we going to be there?
Yes, we
Every
are.
day.
Yes.
We're going to be walking around, looking at things, talking to people. And if you want to talk to us, please come and say hi. You can also show us the secret sign. We would love to see that. And if you want to make sure to find us, we will be doing demos at the Chilefox Porta Alliance booth area from 10 to 2 on Saturday and 1 to 5 on Sunday. So that's like a surefire bet to come and find us. And if you want to play a game, hopefully you will find some room for you. Okay. With that said, let's talk about Federation. As always, if you haven't seen our expansion reviews, we haven't done a lot. We have like a shelf over there of expansions because we don't play a lot of expansions. Yeah. But it's a great excuse to play some of our favorite games again.
Yes.
So I'm always happy to get like an expansion to a game I really like. So I get like an excuse to go back and play it again because we play so many new games. So we don't do a rating from 1 to 10 for expansions.
Nope.
We have like a 3-point rating system, which is basically skip.
Yeah.
Should not get, like a skip this expansion.
Don't need.
That's what we call it. I don't even know the names of my own rating system. The other one is should buy.
Yeah.
Or should get, which is like if you're a fan of the game, you enjoy it, and this is more of that. Or must have, if it like fixes stuff in the base game.
Yes.
So with that said, we're going to dive into this. We're going to think that you know a Federation.
Yes.
We're not going to talk about how it works. It is an action selection kind of it's a worker placement game where you place in these different areas. There's different reasons to place, both for majority in the roles, for the majority in the 2 different sides, and also to fund these projects that you're going to get good at. So and also for the action.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons. It's like our favorite part of the game. This is one of those games. I'm not going to explain the game, and now I'm doing it. I'm just going to say like this is one of those games which has a fantastic middle part, and then you have all of these mini games that makes this make sense.
Yes.
So this expansion adds 3 things. We're going to start with one of them, which is a solo mode. Tell us about the solo mode.
It has a solo mode now.
Yes. It has solo. Do you know anything else about it?
No, I know it has cards.
It has some solo cards. We don't play a lot of solo games, so I just want to say there is a solo mode.
It exists.
So if you have been enjoying Federation or thinking, I would love to play this solo, then you can get
Have we tried the solo mode?
No.
No, we have not.
We have not, because we don't play a lot of solo. And also, if we had tried it, it would be a duo mode. And it's a solo mode, so we have not tried that. Next up, we're going to go from the smallest to the biggest. The next up is the assistant cards.
Yeah, because you have like an assistant that you can upgrade.
It's a little dice.
It's a little dice. And then usually you can use that to be able to vote with a higher number.
Yes.
But when you have these cards, you can instead place your assistant on these cards to get separate actions instead.
Yes, so depending on the number on the dice, you can, as I said, choose to place it here instead. This is just like a little add-on, which I think for me mostly that's what I want from expansions.
Yeah.
I don't want them to change the game. So in this you're going to place some at not in the middle of the board, obviously. Depending on number of players, I think in a 2-player game there's 3 of them. And then when you first get your dice, you don't like get a random one in the beginning. When you get your assistant die, you can choose one, and this is going to be your card.
I liked that because the assistant felt good from before, but sometimes it didn't feel that important to get him.
Yeah.
And now it feels even more powerful to get the assistant early in the game.
And so many different variations on this that gives like a little edge in one area of the game. The biggest part of the expansion is obviously the Piracy module, because that's the name of the expansion. And saying it's the biggest one, it's still not like a huge change to the game, but basically it adds a few overlays. It's adding an overlay to all of the different planets in the game. There's one there, there's one there, one there, one there, and this one is supposed to be up there, but because you need this for the robots, but you place it there so you can see it.
Yes.
And also there's a new Piracy major project that you will also fund throughout the game. So basically how this works is that when eligible, you can once per planet do the piracy action instead of the normal action. Those are usually better, but they will cost you more.
Yeah, and also some of the piracy bonuses that you can get kind of gets in the way of being really good at that action in itself, which makes it sometimes really cool that I'm not focused on this thing, but I want to get the piracy module of that planet, so I want to do a little bit there. Could you explain how the different piracy planets work?
I think like the one that is the most the way you said is this one.
Yes.
Over here, because then you can move over to this piracy little
Moon or meteor,
it's like a
maybe.
meteorite.
Meteorite.
And when you go there, you will get one, you will flip these 4 and you will get one of them. But then you will never be able to move from there.
Yes.
So you're at 0 influence for the rest of the game, so you can never get these, I don't remember what they're called. I'm going to call them medallions. They're not called that.
I think that might
No,
be it.
it's not it.
Okay.
That's not it. I'm sorry. It's not that. So basically, you're out of that race. But when you do that action again, you can grab another one of these.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes over here, you can also grab these ones. And one thing just to say about all of them is that when you do one of those actions, you're going to grab a new piracy token. And whenever somebody does a pirate action and they get a piracy token, that is when this major product is going to go up. And if this is found at the end of the game, the player who has the most piracy tokens, so the most piratey things, is going to get the most points, like the scoring for the other ones. If you go over here, this is the one basically which wants you to lean into the piracy.
Yeah.
Because when you do this one, it's another income machine. And then when you pay for that, you have to discard one of your robots, which means you will have less robots to place on the other machines and megastructures. But you will score 2 points instantly for each of these and also at the beginning of each round. So if you go for these early, you got a lot of points from this one. So it's a very nice strategy to go for. Over here, you get a new, very powerful trade, but it's going to cost you. So it's going to cost you like movement down on the track. I don't remember. The accreditation, I think it's called.
That might be it.
Or you will lose robots, and there's different ones of these. So there will be a different one, and not each time you play, but there will be different ones. So these are very powerful. You can do that, everything you can do once. This one is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can discard 3 level 1 that you have already used, and you will get 3 new level 1 of the same color. Over there, you get a detour. You get a pretty powerful what is it called again? What is it called?
Modification.
Modifier. That word I was slipping my mind.
Yes.
And you get a pretty powerful one, but it does cost you quite a lot to use it.
You have to do like a detour there as well.
Yes, that is the second thing. And those are the different things that you can do. And now there's also a new gray and white piracy token that you get from very specific places. So it's not like a huge change, but it does change like the choices in the game.
Absolutely, and you kind of, I felt like you can go heavy into the piracy things, but you can also do just like a little bit. For example, you see this really good trade, that might be worth it even though you are not going for piracy in general, or if you're thinking that I'm going a little bit for this, but not all the way. This is really good to double basically your work that you put into this action. And also, that's just a little thing, but on the bigger, what you call
Megastructures.
Yes, you have some different scorings also that's included in the expansion as well.
And when you play with the expansion, you will use these new ones. This one and a couple other, I think, that you will add in there and then add random ones on top of that. Those are all the modules that are included in the expansion. It's not a big expansion, but I feel like it's adding enough things.
Yes.
It is the way I like expansions.
Yes.
I already said that. It is like, it's still Federation. And I'm happy for that because Federation is fantastic. But now you get like a little bit of another option. As you said, like if you don't go heavy for a thing, maybe you will choose to do that then at the end. And also you will... But then again, if you're playing a 4-player game and only one player is going for piracy, they're going to score less points.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to be able to go all the way up here. But then they will be able to do this one to score a lot of points for their thing. And if nobody else is coming for that, they will score a lot of points for that. So there is like viable options depending on the dynamics of how the group will play with the piracy. I'm guessing if you are a player that enjoys like playing with expansions, the first time you play, you're going to see like, how does this expansion work? And then try playing with it. I think you went like a lot heavier into the piracy.
Yeah.
I did like a little bit here and there. So for me, I feel like this is a should get.
Yes.
Because I feel like a must get expansion fixes the game.
Yeah.
And Federation is almost a perfect game for me.
Yeah.
So it cannot fix that game. but when we have, I don't see a reason to not play with it.
Yeah, I agree.
And not even, I think, with new players, because it adds just like a tiny little thing.
Yeah, it's very easy to incorporate to the main game. And as you said, Federation is amazing on its own. It don't need any fixing.
Yeah.
But I agree. This game is very easy to play with. And I don't see a reason to exclude it in our future play of this game. So I'm absolutely with you on the should get as well.
So basically, if you are a fan of Federation, go and check this out in Spiel. We hope to see you there. Show us the secret sign. We really are excited to go there. And if you're not coming, can you kind of come along?
Yes, you can, because we're doing our daily vlogs as we usually do. So please join us a little bit if you can.
That's going to be great. I cannot wait. I am really excited.
Yes.
Very soon now we're going to go to Spiel again, and I cannot wait. Thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the video. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye-bye.